What's up, guys? Today we're at Costco. I'm trying to do an Instacart drop. My plan today is going all day from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and to see how many batches we can get. And today's a Monday, so it should be a pretty good day. Not as good as Sundays usually, but Mondays are still pretty busy. So I think we should be able to get a lot of batches today. So right now I'm already waiting outside the Costco parking lot. It is 9:50 a.m. and by the time 10 a.m. arrives, there should be a lot of batches popping up because that's when the store opens. So the ideal batches like to do for Costco is about at least $20 tip and about 20 items or so, because if it gets too much, it's going to be really difficult for it to complete the batches. And I don't have an SUV where I can put a lot of stuff in here, so it's gonna get a bit more difficult, but depends on the amount of tips. If I get 30 or $40 tips, then I'll probably accept it. Or depending on the situation, if there's not many batches, there's a smaller batch for, let's say, $15 tip and about 10 items, then I'll go with that as well. And I got my coffee ready to go here. All right, guys, so it's 10 right now and I still haven't got any batches yet. It's really weird. For Monday, there should be batches popping up, but I did not see anything. I've been swiping it, but there's nothing. I don't know, it could be my signal. I try to switch spots in the parking lot to get a little better signal, but I haven't got anything. Nothing. So I'll keep waiting here and see if something pops up and keep you guys posted. So yeah, this is it, guys. I mean, what's going on? I don't get any batches. What I think might have happened is that they're giving access to batches to a selected group of people. I should be able to see at least 1 to 2 batches during 10 a.m. And my friend has already saw 3, so I think this is it, guys. This is probably the end of my Instacart career. This sucks. Waiting here, sitting here, not getting any batches. It's already, what, 10:19 now? So I just accepted my first batch right here. And this is really not a good batch, but I've already been waiting for like an hour. So I might as well do something, It's not too bad either. There's not a lot of items. I can get this done pretty fast. But there is actually 3 cases of water, so it's all right. I mean, it's just heavy item, but I can handle it pretty fast, and I'll just put it under the car and stuff like that. So I'll go get this done right away, and then I'll be right out. All right, so I've just finished getting the batch done, and I'm about to go and deliver the orders. So I'll go ahead and drop this off real quick. I'll be right back. All right, and another tip for you guys here is pick up one of these dollies from Amazon. You can get it for like 40 to 50 bucks. And this really makes your life so much easier. If you plan on doing Costco orders, you have to have one of these. I was able to pick up 3 cases of water using this dolly and just make it one trip. And I didn't really sweat at all. So definitely a great investment if you want to do Costco orders. All right, another thing is you always want to bag the meat and poultry items, because one time I got a bad review or a 4-star review because I didn't bag them. So it was kind of stupid, but definitely always do it, just so that it doesn't really take a lot of time, right? And first of all, it provides better customer service. It's better always to do it than not to do it. So just always bag those items. And also it's good for your car too, because there's always some juice around it. You don't want it to kind of mess up your car. And the second thing, you might even get more tips, or customer will appreciate it more. All right, so I just finished my first batch, and this is my earnings for my first batch. Like I said, it's really not the best. It's only $9 for 2 deliveries, but it's okay. Just do it for the video, and also I want to keep myself moving. It's better than sitting in the parking lot doing nothing, right? And also the time I spent on this order is 1.5 hours. So here in California, right now the minimum wage is probably like $15 an hour. Instacart does pay 20% more on the minimum wage, so it comes out to $18 an hour. That means like 1.5 hours would be $27 just the base salary alone, and plus tips. So the total earnings for this is $36, right? which is not too bad, which could be better. So for my next order, I like to accept something that's bigger in tips. I'll be more selective in my next batch here. All right, so it's about 1:10 p.m. and we just got the second batch that pops up. Heading back to Costco, just had my lunch back and then knock this out pretty quick. This order is actually better than the first batch we had today. The reason being that, of course, the tips is higher, things like about $16. But there's really nothing heavy in this order, even though it says heavy pay. But it's only green tea that I see in there that's really heavy, and a paper towel. So it's pretty easy. And I think it's only about like 16 items or 19 items. So for, you want to get paid at Costco, $1 tip per item. That would be ideal. So if it's like 20 items, tips should be about $20. That's a pretty good deal. All right. So I'll head back to Costco and get this done pretty quick. Only thing is I didn't like is the mileage is about 9 miles. So it is far, but it's okay. Let's do it for the video. So another tip I want to share with you guys is that you don't have to turn on your location to be able to see batches. So what you could do, because I live pretty close to Costco, right? So sometimes I drive by and I of course I have to turn on my location first, right? And then once I arrive at Costco, I turn off my location so that the system thinks I'm still there, but I can actually be home, do my own things, and I can wait for batches to pop up. I'm not gonna say it works 100% of the time, but at least I'm able to still see batches with my location off. All right, so that's another tip, so you don't have to wait all day at the parking lot. All right, I'm just about to head out to deliver my second batch here. That was actually pretty easy. It is a little more difficult than the first one, but everything was pretty self-explanatory. There's one that I had to find, it was the Frito-Lays, and I thought it would be in the snack section, but it's actually all the way in the back by where the alcohol is. So I had to walk all the way back to get it, but took me about 45 minutes or so. The goal was 44 minutes, so I was a little bit over. So a couple of tips on this 2 orders. You definitely want to get like a box or a way to kind of separate them, right? Like for example, getting a box and put in your cart, so that way you can separate order A and order B. Or I sometimes just use the middle portion for order A, and then the top and the bottom portion for order B, if there's not too many items. Another reason why I like shopping at Costco is because I shop there personally, so I know where things are, and the quality of the items at Costco are usually pretty good, so you don't have to like dig yourself to find quality items for the customer. But also, tips are usually higher, and the items are less, even though it's a little bit more heavy, but I think it's worth it. And always follow the customer's instructions on how to deliver the order. Some customer says don't ring the doorbell or knock because they probably have dogs or something that's gonna go crazy. And make sure to just follow those instructions so that the customers will leave you a 5-star review or give you more tips at the end. All right, I'm almost here, so I'll make my delivery here. All right, so I just got done with the second delivery. It's pretty easy, drop off everything, and customer's pretty friendly. The total tips was about $16. I was able to find everything. So as you guys can see, I'm doing my deliveries with a Tesla Model 3. Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate to have this car because it saves me a lot of money on gas. I would say normally if your gas is about $200 a month, for Tesla you'll probably be paying about $100 in electricity. So it does save more money in gas in the long run, but definitely don't buy a Tesla just for the sake of doing Instacart or Uber. It is a very expensive car for sure. When I bought it, I think it was about $60,000 out of the door. So with like licensing, everything, taxes, all that. You know, I wish I had got it like 2 years ago when it was only about 30,000 for that, and there was a bunch of rebates. For mine, I didn't get any type of rebates. Only thing I got was the California incentive for like $750 credit. That's it. Yeah, so it was not a good deal when I bought it. Got it too late. I just picked it up last month, and so yeah, I would definitely recommend waiting like till next year if you plan on buying a Tesla. See if there are any rebates available for new cars. All right, so I'm back at Costco again. You can see that right here, Costco sign. So yeah, definitely topic about cars. You know, I think the perfect car for doing Instacart or Uber is just like standard, like Honda Accord or Toyota Camry, and maybe even Prius. Prius would be nice because it saves so much on gas. Like a Honda CR-V or like a Toyota RAV4, that would be a great for Instacart because it has a really good trunk space and it's really easy to load stuff and in and out, right? But yeah, Teslas are just super expensive right now. It's not worth the investment. But yeah, if you guys do plan on getting a Tesla, it's definitely worth it because you don't have to go to gas stations anymore. You can just charge your car at home. And also, it's autopilot, man. It's amazing on this thing. It's keep yourself in lane and also the distance in the front of the car. For long trips, it's amazing. Even during traffic, especially like California here, there's so many traffic. It's crazy. And kind of takes away, you don't have to like focus 100% of your energy on what's going on the road. So great news, guys. I actually just got an increased tip from the second customer of the second batch, increased by $5, so I'm pretty happy about that. So now the total tip from that order is $21, and I feel like the things that I did to get that tip is doing your deliveries, have the stuff set in the shade instead of in direct sunlight. And there was a lot of frozen items in that batch. And I ring the doorbell, the customer comes out. I just try to be friendly with them and, you know, ask how their day is going, and also offer any assistance. Like I asked them if you need help with anything. I had customers before that were handicapped or couldn't really move that easily. I just kind of helped them bring the stuff into their kitchen. That actually resulted in a much better tip at the end. Another tip is for you guys is just to communicate with the customers when you're shopping. Always send the greetings. I do that for all of my customers. It just takes like 2 seconds. And just, yeah, keep communication with them. If they're responsive, you know, just do some sense of humor, you know, try to make it fun, right? So I've been sitting here. It's now 3:39 p.m. and I'm not getting, I did see one batch that popped up, but it was stolen really quickly. It was only like $22 total. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. You got some good tips from this video. Don't be afraid to do Instacart at Costco. I think anybody can do it as long as you're able to lift 40 to 50 pounds for just a couple of seconds. If you get one of those dolly that I mentioned in the video, just all you gotta do is put it onto the dolly and then drop it off. It's that easy. So even though, you know, the items are bulky and heavier, the things are pretty good to find. Once you get a hang of it, it's easy to find it in the store or at Walmart. I feel like it's definitely at Costco is really good, and the tip is usually higher too. So yeah, with all that said, I'll call it a day here. And let me know if you guys want me to do more videos like this for other grocery stores, right? Maybe on weekend, because I'll get more batches. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys and hope you guys have a great day. Let's go.